I'm Adam,
And I'm Cupcake.
and this is Where There's a Williams, There's a Way. Hey, Cupcake, are you a fan of birds?
Nah, I'm not much of a bird watcher. They're always flying into my windows during mating season. I do listen to them sing, though.
Well, how about odd things? Are you a fan of those?
Big fan. I love going to museums of oddities, the weird, or the fantastic.
Then you're in for a treat. In today's book, we learn all about a group of unusual birds,
Or odd.
or odd birds. Let's get started. Odd Birds. Meet Nature's Weirdest Flock by Laura Gehl. Illustrated by Gareth Lucas. This seabird has a pouch. This booby has blue feet. This shoebill's beak is huge. This ostrich likes the heat. This Hoatzin smells like poop. This oil bird hunts with sound. This condor's head is bald. This owl lives underground. But since you have no beak and are missing feathers too, perhaps the birds all think the odd one out is you.
And that's a wrap. It was a short book this time.
That's not it. We still haven't talked about the birds in the book at all.
The book already did. One likes the heat. One likes the underground. One is bald. Wait a second. Did that say that one of them smells like poop?
It sure did. Don't you want to find out about that one?
Not if I have to sit next to it.
Why do you think the bird smells so bad?
I don't know. I wonder if it rolls around in the garbage.
You mean the bird really stinks, not literally like poop?
I feel like we're saying the word poop too many times. What teacher is going to play this in their classroom?
I would.
Don't you worry that the kids will laugh too much and not pay attention?
Let's be honest. We're all wondering about the stinky bird. Magnificent Frigatebird. What is that big pouch for? Only male frigatebirds have bright red throat pouches. Males inflate their pouches like balloons to attract females. Magnificent frigatebirds spend most of their lives in flight. You can see them along the coasts of the southern United States and Mexico, and throughout the Caribbean. Blue-footed booby. Why do these birds have blue feet? The color comes from their fish-filled diet. Male birds do a dance to show off their feet, and those with the bluest feet are most successful at attracting mates. Blue-footed boobies live off the western coast of Central and South America, with a large number in the Galapagos Islands. Shoebill stork. How big is a shoebill stork? They can be nearly 5 feet tall with wide 2-foot-long beaks. This giant bird uses its sharp bill to kill prey. Shoebills live in the swamps of eastern tropical Africa and eat large fish, lizards, and even baby crocodiles. Ostrich. How do ostriches thrive in the desert? Ostriches do not need to drink often because they get enough water from the plants they eat. Also, on hot days, they can raise their own body temperature to limit the water lost by sweating. They can't fly, but they can run as fast as racehorses. Ostriches live in the savannas and woodlands of Africa. That shoebill stork looks like it has a giant smile.
It's kinda creepy. It looks like a Dr. Seuss animal.
What do you think about the ostrich?
Everyone already knows about ostriches.
But think about it. They can't fly, they're the largest bird in the world, and can stand over 9 feet tall.
Hey, why aren't they getting any attention for being bald or wearing a tutu?
I think that it's pretty interesting that the frigate bird spends most of their time in flight.
They must really love flying.
A frigate is a warship. I wonder why the bird is named after it.
I know what you're doing.
What? I'm just wondering more about these odd birds.
You're trying to ignore the fact that there's a blue-footed bird called a booby.
In actuality, the name comes from the Spanish bobo or stupid, because early European colonists thought that the bird looked silly and ungraceful on land.
Okay, I still see what you're doing.
Hoatzin. Why do Hoatzins smell like poop? Hoatzins take a long time to digest their food. This lengthy digestion process gives the bird a stinky smell that helps repel predators, including snakes and monkeys. Hoatzins live in the Amazon rainforest. Oilbird. How do oilbirds find their way at night? Like bats, oilbirds use echolocation to help them get around. They emit clicking noises that bounce off objects and create echoes. Echolocation helps oilbirds hunt for fruit at night and navigate the dark caves where they live. Oilbirds can be found in many countries across South America. California condor. Why do California condors have bald heads? These birds are scavengers, which means that they eat dead and rotting animals. The bird's bald head keeps them clean, since there are no feathers for their dinner to stick to. Condors, the largest flying birds in North America, are critically endangered. Burrowing owl. Do these owls dig their own homes? Not usually. They typically take over abandoned tunnels dug by prairie dogs or other animals. When needed, though, the owls can dig their own burrows. Burrowing owls live in North, Central, and South America.
So it turns out that they literally smell like poop.
On purpose.
It's an interesting survival tactic, but you can't knock a bird for trying to stay alive.
Or from other animals trying to stay away from its smell.
How about this bird that acts like a bat?
The oilbird?
What an odd name.
It's 'cause their babies are so fat that indigenous people and early settlers once collected and rendered them down to oil for lighting and cooking.
Oh, that's creepy. They're like a candle bird.
What do you think of the condor?
Not a very handsome bird.
But they're impressive to see when they're flying. Their wingspan is 9.5 feet, a full 2 feet longer than the next largest bird in North America.
I still wouldn't go on a date with one.
Well, what about the burrowing owl?
Oh, those little guys are adorable.
And not too odd.
Yeah, they just live in burrows underground. Plenty of things do that. These guys are my favorite of the book.
Speaking of favorites, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.
Then we can be one of your favorites.
That's right. I'm Adam.
And I'm Cupcake.
And this is Where There's a Williams, There's a Way.
Did you know the chicken is the closest living relative to the Tyrannosaurus rex?